Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Chiefs going up against the Broncos.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Come on, boys.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Adrian Claymore. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Koamisi in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is brought in at the 21. And running with power here. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, here's Blunt. Room here to run. And he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushes him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it with Lynch. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. And they insert their dime package. 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Mariota on 1st down. Flushed out right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. To throw is Mariota. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Trubisky. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Marshawn Lynch heading back out into the huddle. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, the tendency breaker.
There goes Larry Fitzgerald.
There we go. Go, 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 go.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Larry Fitzgerald with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Throwing is Mariota. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Why? 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 What? I already told you outside. I already told you outside. I told you outside. Hold on.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
Hold on, hold on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
What?
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
What?
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Murray. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. They'll run again with Blunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Dancing to his left. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Here's Blunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Fourth quarter.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mariota to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, Mariota. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he is into
There we go, Gates. We got it.
Antonio Gates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I saw.
They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. It doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. The third time wasn't a charge. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Come on.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Gibbs got it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his pass incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
What do you need? What?
Trubisky to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Yes.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole a little bit, right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys, you're going to put bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in and made a terrific play.
Down. No. No scrap. Okay, up. Come here. Up. Hold on, guys. And gals. Dog is like, I want to take up. Come on, up. You want attention. Alright.
second down here after the incomplete pass. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I was talking with a coach recently who told me he's got this really athletic quarterback who thinks that no matter what he does athletically, it can overcome bad decision-making. There's an example where that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, you talk about getting away with one. That should have been picked off.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's got a little horseshoe going right now. Just fortunate they weren't able to haul it in.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around.
Throwing here, Trubisky. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here's Mariota. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.
One loss.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Get ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan.
Hey, wait, Mary.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your week. Each week, you can focus train 3 players for extra experience. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions, choose to start.
I'm gonna do one training. Just show you what training's like.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it. Time! Move on! Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
One more game. 2 more games for the season. Let's finish this.
Thank you very much, Larry, as we welcome you to the foothills of the Rockies and the snowy foothills of the Rockies here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. And some room to work. And he'll slide down the tackle.
Seriously.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to just see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Howard. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
And the Broncos
there we go.
There we go. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Got his target, Pierre Garçon.
There we go.
Out of the gate. Pierre Garçon, 50 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
Hey,
And I
Gomez.
think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own...
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
There we go.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. But when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. For LeGarrette Blount. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mariota now on 2nd down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo.
Seriously.
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So it's on to halftime. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right around the 31. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you...
This will be a touchdown.
There he goes. Past the
There
20.
you go, Grant.
And all the way home.
In the snow.
Score.
Celebration. Let's go.
Gronkowski, 69 yards.
There we go.
And the Broncos will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Sleepy.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, Wilson to the right side, and he's got Macklin complete. And he'll get it up 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action here on first down.
Shot.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
And he's going to lose yardage here.
There we go.
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
There you go,
we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Eluding the pressure right. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ian Williams getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, A lot of big people with big neck rolls. They were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
On third down, they go Lynch. And he will take it in
There we
for a
go.
Bronco touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Wilson. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Throwing here, Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a juke this time. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 1st down, Mariota steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. Being chased out left. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Titans. 30. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do. but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothes?
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taylor Gabriel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Mariota here to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away.
One more game.
is a snowy scene at Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and this return Nets positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Denver Broncos.
Come on, running back. Let's get this started good.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he fires one. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you've been overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going underneath for Gordon. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. On third down, Ryan. This is Gordon on the dump off. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 24.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception here, Mariota flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a good gain. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A first down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But when he gets that
all the way home for a Broncos score. Jordan Matthews, 63 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by George Iloka.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Blunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Lynch. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Mariota on fourth down. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Defense.
So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown,
there we go.
Denver.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just
After review of the play, the movement on the field.
So they're going to go for 2.
I know it.
Mariota to throw it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him. What will be the final play of quarter number 3. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Turnover on down.
Terrell Suggs leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Mariota. And he's got Fitzgerald. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Larry Fitzgerald from 8 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
To throw Mariota. Forced out to his left. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Mariota. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. They run the counter now on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Throwing, Mariota. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And is there bad blood? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past,
I'm out to the Super Bowl.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. 2 teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Lions going up against the Broncos.
Larry, this 2017 season has given us enough thrills to last a lifetime, and now only one game remains, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to coverage of Super Bowl 52 from 2-year-old U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. The eyes of the world upon us tonight as Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis is underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here with Blunt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And right away, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
No.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right? And how much they practice now.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Handoff as they run the counter play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown to open the scoring in Super Bowl 52. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And we have seen the first touchdown of Super Bowl 52. The first 51 Super Bowls, the team that scored first, they won 34 times out of 51. So 2/3 of the time, but just gaining that momentum's got to be huge in this game.
It's massive, and that's what everyone's looking for. The first big break of a game, the first advantage of the game, and that tends to carry a team, right? Most of the time, you're able to sail on that for a while.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and
a first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
No, please be on offense.
Offense.
Yes.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual play.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Adrian Claiborne able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Carlos Henderson is deep for Denver. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
Sorry.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Mariota now on second down. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle. And he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Mariota on first down. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Gates has it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Throwing is Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I know when I joke about you guys skipping halftime, sometimes you get frustrated, but this is the Super Bowl. You got to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl. All right, let's get you to the third quarter.
Will I win this?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. And
incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Meredith.
No.
Detroit. Cameron Meredith, 73 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Mariota flushed out right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. This is caught, Gronkowski. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get in.
There we go.
Touchdown, Denver.
Up by 1.
LeGarrette Blount, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were really thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
319!
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Again, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Just need to get a touchdown.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. 2 minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Lions going to stop this momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And this is
touchdown.
Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
It's good, and it's now 21-15.
Just for his safety.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to the final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now a handoff looking right. Blunt rumbling with a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a
1 second left. Wow.
LeGarrette Blunt with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Team over
And the
Robin.
Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champ.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
To me, it's all about Tom Brady. He's just one of those guys that if the game's on the line, you need a big play, he'll make that play for you. Check it. 220. Wide, check.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Stupid game. You know what? Will not be boneheaded this time, boys.
Larry, this 2017 season has given us enough thrills to last a lifetime, and now only one game remains, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to coverage of Super Bowl 52 from 2-year-old U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, here's Blount. Oh, now he bowls him over. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now a carry for Blount. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's the battering ram Blount. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. LeGarrette Blount unable to use that big frame to his advantage. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now a play fake here on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He gets the ball back.
Big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 41-yard line.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And all the way home for a Broncos score. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Broncos are in for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They start on the ground with Elliott and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I'm not him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Flush to his right. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Room here to run. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So these two teams will head back to... So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off the game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
It's hard to believe when we look at the numbers that our statistician Marvin has given us about Aaron Rodgers today, that he's been held to this few. That's not normal for him.
And that explains the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It really does. As he goes, so goes his team, and he is just absolutely scintillating, but it's still not over for him yet. And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now flags will come
Seriously.
in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense, when you're able to diagnose. Right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play. That's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. Oh, what a move. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
2 minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Waste time.
Now Blunt. And some room to maneuver. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mariota here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Larry Fitzgerald, 35 yards. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw is Rodgers. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
They'll run it with Gore. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Flushed out right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
So
a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point
Just
play
in
and
case you're
using it
wondering
well.
why
It's
I'm
interesting how
using
people
it.
are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much
Why
that particular
I'm
play factored in,
this,
but with the
even though I was
PAT
funny
moving
the
back in
first time,
15-16, that kind of changed things.
because
Didn't it?
It's
was
really a part of
error.
everyone's strategy now. When I talk
When-
with coaches
so I
and when we
had to
sit with them,
replay
they
this.
always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Cap room is how much money. The closer your contract proposal is to the desired contract. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
The 49ers are now on the clock. Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the 49ers' latest pick.
He's a durable lineman who set a team record for consecutive starts, never missing a game throughout a decorated 4-year college career. Ross Tucker praised his footwork leading up to the Combine, where he did not disappoint, solidifying his position as the draft's top offensive line prospect. He has the potential to be the cornerstone of this offensive line for years to come and should provide consistent protection for a franchise quarterback. This is a great pick.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
Okay, Jaguars going with Hampton here.
The key concern I've been hearing from several GMs is that he simply isn't in good enough physical shape to see significant action early in the season. Even with a full off-season of NFL conditioning, the feeling is that he will not be able to stay on the field every down and maintain that high level of play coaches want out of their guys. The game never slows down at this level. He's going to have to get in better shape if he wants to be an every-down player. This is a kid who may eventually make an impact in the league, but it may take an entire year to get his body into the kind of shape needed to make an impact at this level.
The Patriots have just made Carlson their selection. Adam, what do you know about him?
He took an early exit at the Combine after suffering what looked like a painful ankle sprain during the vertical jump. Scouts were eager to see what he could do this offseason, but they were left disappointed when he hobbled off the field. I've been told that he's 100% ready to go for rookie minicamp, and now he can breathe a sigh of relief that he's finally been picked.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
Let's go to Adam now, who has more on the Bears' last pick.
He's a raw athlete with a lot of upside.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for coming, watching, people. No, I'm just gonna see her. will be starting franchise mode with Twilight tomorrow night. Have a good one, guys.